It's exciting to present at the Colleton County Memorial Library our special guest.
Come on everybody, friends one and all, let's come together, let's break down those walls. We're gonna listen and we're gonna learn, having fun all the way. Somebody said, let's listen and learn together. Let's sing and learn forever. Let's listen, sing, and learn. RESPECT, find out what it means to me. Politeness, courtesy, respect. Good morning. We are the Dream Motivators. My name is Sheila Kears, and my favorite children's book as a child was Cinderella. I loved Cinderella because it showed that love is stronger than hate.
And my name is Magdalene Monroe. My favorite childhood book for this day and time is The Three Little Pigs, because it reminds me that we might have to do things to keep each other safe.
My name is Michael Holliday, one half of the board of directors, and my favorite children's book growing up was Lord of the Flies. Who doesn't love a good book about no parental supervisions and boys getting to run around on the island all by themselves?
My name is Gerard Rose with the Board of Directors, and my favorite book growing up was Where the Wild Things Are. It taught me that with my imagination, I can go anywhere in the world that I want to go.
Today, we're going to talk about loving yourself. Loving yourself as a man. But before you can love yourself as a man, you first have to know what a man is and how do you define it. So how do you define manhood? Today, the Board of Directors are going to walk you through defining your manhood by carrying the weight. Doesn't matter if you're a janitor sweeping the floors, the CEO of that company, the President of the United States, or two guys talking to you in a video. We all carry the same responsibilities. We call them weights. So gentlemen, can you carry the weight? The answer is yes, you can.
Let's look at our ears. Do you want to gain respect from others? Want respect for yourself? Gain respect from others by listening to what others have to say. Remember, everyone has a voice, and regardless of their shyness, they want to be heard. Respect yourself by listening to things that will enhance and improve your well-being, physically, mentally, and socially. We know Dr. King. Well, he said, a riot is the language of the unheard, meaning if people don't feel like they are being heard, they will riot to be heard. He said that because he listened to the needs of others and he risked his life to make sure that others were heard and respected. Dr. King served well as the leader of the civil rights movement. Let's use our ears to acquire knowledge, to grow into better community members and leaders.
Across this great nation, there are many children receiving child support. Yet if you ask them, do they feel like they're being provided for? The answer is most likely going to be no. Why is that? Because providing money isn't everything that comes along with being a provider. See, what we decide in this society is that this dirty green paper is what makes you a man. Yes, it's important that we do provide finances and be there financially to help support those our loved ones and those that are around us, but it's not all that encompasses being a provider. It's a whole sum of many parts. And providing money and finances, yes, it's important, but it's also just a part of what you need to do. Imagine how you feel thinking that the money is everything, when actually all the child wanted was his time. But it's also talent. What do you pour into yourself? Your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, those things that you have to provide to other people. treasure, talent, time. That's what it takes to be a great provider. Can you carry the weight?
As a way of making respect my new normal, I would watch the words that come out of my mouth. I would not say anything that would hurt or hinder others. I would speak words to encourage and strengthen others. I would use polite words like, thank you, yes ma'am, yes sir, and excuse me. Once something is said out of your mouth, regardless if you regret it, you cannot take it back. Although you apologize, the apology doesn't easily remove the impact or the memory of what's been said. So my suggestion is, let's not be so quick to blurt out words, but let's begin to think about our words and their impact before we speak them. A friend of mine said, try your words out on yourself first. If what you're about to say doesn't make you feel good, then don't say it to others. In other words, our words can build up or destroy. Let's choose to use our words to build up.
Being a leadership ultimately is not about being in a position, but it's about being in a mindset. Now, we as men have to be leaders because we're expected to be the ones who are going to set the example and influence people in the positive direction to go. For myself, I wanted the position, but I didn't want the behavior. It wasn't until my behavior changed that I was able to be in a position where I was actually leading people into things that they should be doing. And ultimately, leadership is about influence, and that's it. If you're in a position to influence others to make a positive change in their life, you are their leader. Ultimately, it doesn't matter if you're the CEO or whether you're the janitor sweeping the floors. Leadership is not about your position, but it's about your influence. If you can't influence people to do the things that they need to do, you're not a leader. So I ask you, can you carry the weight?
Let's look at our eyes. Want to gain respect from others? Want respect for yourself? You can gain respect from others by seeing the need and striving to help in any way that you can with whatever you can. Respect yourself by seeing the good in people and situations and not the bad or negative. Remember, have faith in others and someone will have faith in you. We know Oprah Winfrey. Well, she said the answers keep unfolding or opening up as your life expands or grows. If you're willing to see things for what they are and what they can be. Oprah helps people all the time see things in different ways, but positively as a talk show host. So let's use our eyes to only watch things that will promote a positive attitude and positive thinking.
I can see my future clearly now. Not because I put my glasses on, it's because I can see things that others can't see about my future. Most of the best visionaries that you ever run across are people right there you see each and every day. Yes, your teacher, your coach, your mentor, they're the best visionaries you could come across because they look inside of you and they can see things about you and your life that you can't see from yourself. Come on, man. Stop looking around. Your surroundings, they are boundaries. When you're a visionary, you're boundless. There are no boundaries. Anything is possible. Anything can happen. Your vision, when it's clear, when it's focused, it becomes your life. Be a visionary. Can you carry the weight?
Another way I would make respect the new normal is by the way I use and handle my hands. I know many of us are used to shaking hands. However, because of COVID-19, we should refrain from shaking hands in an attempt to minimize the spread of the virus. However, we can greet others with a friendly wave of the hand. We can also use our hands or arms to cover our coughs. We use our hands to put on our masks to help keep others and ourselves safe. We can also use our hands to serve and help others. We can hold the door for someone as they go through. We can do just any kind act that will help someone else on their way. And as we take time to help others, we in return will be helped ourselves. And don't forget, as a way of respecting others and self, wash and or sanitize your hands frequently.
A lot of times when we think about being a protector, we're thinking about fighting, we're thinking about using guns or weapons or something like that to bring harm to somebody if they ever try to step to us. Now, it's not just about protecting us from physical things, but sometimes we have to protect others from physical things and emotional situations as well. Now, for you, it might be school, it might be a part-time job that you have, but whatever frustrations you have in that environment outside of the home, the best way to protect the ones that you love and care about is to not bring that energy into your home with you. We want to be protectors, and it's more than just putting an alarm system on our home, locking our car doors when we get out, more than just having a gun in your household for personal safety. Don't worry about being such a tough guy, about beating anybody up, about having a weapon, because the ultimate protection is making sure that you are not in a situation to put yourself in harm in the first place. So I'll ask you this: can you carry the weight?
Let's look at our feet. Want to gain respect from others? Want respect for yourself? Gain respect from others by going places that are decent and proper. This means don't go anywhere you can't repeat where you went in front of those you love. You respect yourself by finding places to go that will build your confidence, your work ethics, and educational status in you and others. You know Eleanor Roosevelt, the longest serving First Lady of the United States of America? Well, she said, "We do not have to become heroes overnight, just one step at a time, meeting each thing that come up." She always took steps toward making others feel like they were special and that they mattered. So let's use our feet to go places that will give and produce positive energy, give a positive effect, and live a life that is respectful.
So at the foundation of it all is love. No, we're not talking about Eros love, like Cupid arrows. That's that romantic love. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that agape love. That's God's love that He has for us. It's unconditional, kind of like your mom has for you. It doesn't matter how bad of a child you are, you still have a beautiful, perfect bundle of joy. We're talking about that Phila love. Like the city of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Phila is brotherly love. Phila, what makes you want to be a servant. Now, not a servant where you had to beck and call to someone and you're an indenture to them and you have to do it. No, when you're a servant, you do it because you desire to do something for someone, because you realize the intrinsic value of helping someone far exceeds anything anyone can hand to you tangibly that you hold in your hand. Can you carry the weight?
Miss Sheila mentioned positive thinking. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. We can put it in our minds that we're going to be respectful. It does not matter what the next person decides to do. But as for me, I will be respectful. My mind is made up. I will even think positively. Some say where the mind goes, the body will follow. Therefore, I will only think on good things. I will refuse to let negative thoughts rest in my mind. I will keep my mind filled with good and positive things, so I will follow with good and positive actions. If a negative thought pops in my mind, I will quickly dismiss it and command that it go elsewhere, but not rest in my mind. I will keep a positive mindset, because positive mindsets lead to positive actions. So let's think and be positive.
So I'm sure all of you have actually seen an actual kernel of corn. So for those of you who don't know, a kernel of corn is actually a corn seed. And that's what you would plant if you actually wanted to grow a stalk of corn. Take one of those seeds and put it in the ground. From that seed will grow a corn stalk. An average corn stalk is going to yield about 3 ears of corn. And on each ear of corn, you're going to have about 800 kernels. So that's 800 more seeds per ear of corn. If you take 800 seeds of corn, multiply that by 3 ears, what do you have? That's about 2,400 seeds of corn. And all of that came just from one little seed. We're going to have to take the information that we know, we're going to have to plant that seed in someone else and see it grow and blossom in their lives. And even when we're not physically here anymore, that's going to live on for all time. So I ask you, can you carry that weight?
R is for reach, because reading can take you places you never knew existed.
E is for effective, being successful by producing a desired result. All of us can. Just take teaching, obey what you learn, be an example of positivity, use laughter, and live what you talk about. That's how you can be effective.
A is for access. When you read, you not only get access to information and knowledge, but it gives you access to places you couldn't go otherwise. You can leave your home, your city, your state, your country, even the planet, just by cracking open a book.
D is for dedication. Be committed to the cause. Put your heart into it. Don't let anything or anybody stop you from reaching your goals. Focus your time and your attention on making love and respect your new normal. Read. We would like to give a very special thank you
To our partners
to Colleton County Memorial Library.
and the Colleton County School District.
And since you have taken time to watch this program, you're invited to come by the library and get a free book from Miss Sheeta. The books were written by our presenters for today, and the first 50 boys who come by and the first 50 girls may get a book. Supplies are limited, so come get your book while one is available.
A special thank you to the Stony Point Foundation for funding this program. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you later.
Thank you.
We'd like to thank our partners, the Colleton County Library and the Colleton County School District. And thank you for watching this video to the end. And because of that, if you head on down to the Colleton County Library, the first 50 boys and the first 50 girls get a free copy of one of our books. A special thank you to our sponsor, Stony Point Foundation.
Every day we learn something new. It was nice to talk and read to you. Glad that we came together and thankful for your smiling face. We sang, we laughed, we danced, we played. Miss Sheila, so glad you shared your day.